Today I'd like to share a personal story with you. Something that's been bringing me lots of joy lately. And I hope it inspires you to rekindle a relationship with Christ. I've fallen in love again with reading. But wait, you may ask, what has that got to do with Christ? I'll come back to that. Reading has been my first love for as long as I can remember. As a kid, the highlight of my school holidays wasn't traveling or playing with friends. It was spending night after night lost in the pages of a book, letting the words take me to places far away from my little world. It was magical. But then, as life often does, things got busy, work took over, time slipped by, and I stopped reading. Maybe you can relate. You lost something along the way without even realizing it's gone. It's not that I don't love reading anymore, it's just that I've forgotten how much joy it brought me, and slowly it became a chore. Recently, though, something changed. Lately, I seem to pass by bookstores quite often, and whenever I do, I found myself feeling an undeniable urge to go in. Every time I went in, I walked out with more books. I broke my record last week with 4 books under my arm, and I couldn't wait to start reading again. It felt like God was rekindling my love for reading. The moment I started flipping through those pages, it all came rushing back. The joy, the peace, the thrill of sinking into a good story. It felt like coming home. As I reflected on this, it felt a lot like our relationship with Christ. For some of us, spending time with Him brought so much joy, especially in the beginning of our faith. But over time, life got in the way, or we got distracted, or hurt, or simply drifted. Without realizing it, we stopped spending time with Him. We didn't stop loving Jesus. We just forgot how close we used to feel to Him. I think this happens to so many of us. Maybe you've been there. Maybe that's where you are right now. Your once vibrant relationship with Jesus feels like a distant memory, and you're not even sure how it happened. Or maybe you do? But just like with my love for reading, you can also fall in love with Jesus again. And here's the beautiful part. God is here to help. In His perfect timing, He made a way for me to rediscover His joy. And that's what He does with our relationship with Him. In Luke chapter 15, it tells of a story of a prodigal son. In verse 20, it says, "And he arose and came to his father. But when he was still a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him." That's the heart of God. He's always waiting, arms wide open, ready to welcome back, no matter where we are or how far we've strayed. For me, the joy of reading came back one page at a time. The same can happen with Jesus. Start small. Take 5 minutes today to sit with Him. If you like tips on spending time with God, check out my previous episode. There's something beautiful about rediscovering a love you thought was lost. Maybe today, Jesus is inviting you to rediscover Him. In Isaiah chapter 30, verse 18, it says, "Therefore the Lord will wait, that He may be gracious to you." If you felt distant with God, or you feel that it is not possible to reconnect with Him, I'd like to encourage you. Just start. Open your Bible, say a prayer, and spend time with Him and see what happens. I believe you can discover the joy of walking with Christ again. If this message speaks to you today, I'd love to hear about your journey in the comments. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you for watching. God bless. See you next time.